You have voted against this process of indicative votes. How much should we read into the results of these indicative votes? On the one hand, the government says it won't be bound by what the Commons decides. On the other, Andrea Leadsom, Leader of the House, says they're listening, they're taking it seriously. So what will this mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think the government wants to engage constructively with this indicative vote process. I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of it. The proposals that are voted in a majority, I mean, obviously they have to have some grounding in reality. They have to be negotiable. But the reality is, the truth as we sit here right now is still the best option is the withdrawal agreement which has been negotiated by the government with the EU. And I think it's important now for that withdrawal agreement to be considered again by Conservative colleagues as being the best way of us getting to a timely exit from the European Union. And
you've backed Theresa May's deal. Others on the backbenches of the Conservative Party have not. She's going to address the 1922 committee later. You'll be there in the room. Do you think others on the backbenches will put pressure on her to name a date for her departure, and that will be the price for supporting her in Meaningful Vote 3?
That's speculation. I think the questions about the future of the Prime Minister are kind of secondary to what we're facing right now. What we're facing right now is coming down to a choice about what is the best way of us honouring the result of the referendum and creating certainty for jobs and businesses in this country. The danger of the indicative vote process, although, as I say, we're engaging with it constructively, is it leads us into a whole further period of chaos and uncertainty, which will be bad for business and bad for the economy. The real choice faced by my colleagues and other members of Parliament in all parties is how we honour the result of the referendum, and the best way of doing that is to support the Prime Minister's deal if it comes back for a third meaningful vote.
Has the ERG maybe left a little too late to fall into line here? Because just as the right of the Tory party might be falling into line, the left of the Tory party might be seeing the sunlit uplands of a softer Brexit on the horizon come Monday.
Well, look,
do you think Meaningful Vote 3 can still pass?
I think it's got a chance of passing. I think a lot of my colleagues are beginning to realise something which I said, and many of us said when the withdrawal agreement was first brought back, that the danger of not supporting the withdrawal agreement will be the sort of chaos and uncertainty which we're currently seeing in Parliament. The way to get certainty is to get the withdrawal agreement over the line so we leave the European Union in a timely fashion, and then we can move on to a discussion and a further negotiation about the future trading relationship with the EU. But we must get to the exit point in order to honour the result of the referendum.
And I know you say it's slightly secondary, but do you think part of that drawing a line in the sand or moving on is a new leader for the Conservative Party to take things in another direction? I mean, you must have heard and received soundings from others in the 1922 committee, other backbenchers who've been calling for that.
I think at the moment it would be crazy, in my view, for the Conservative Party to be plunged into a leadership contest just at the point when it's absolutely imperative for the people of this country that we resolve this issue about Brexit. It's not about the Prime Minister, it's not about individual political careers. It's certainly not about having a leadership contest in the Conservative Party. It's about delivering on that referendum and making sure that we get to that exit point at the same time as creating certainty for business and for the economy.